This is my updated Mitsurugi Orcust deck profile for Duelist Advanced format. I was able to get 5th place at my locals yesterday. I'm getting better with the deck just over time as I go to more tournaments, so that's been really great to see. I was able to go 2-1-1, and I'll talk about my matchups later. So main deck is 42 this time. 3 Girsu, 3 Harp, 1 Symbol, 1 Nightmare, 1 Wand, 1 Babel, 1 Crescendo, 1 Foolish Burial. It's the same thing as last time. For the Orcust engine, it's just 7 starters, 5 bricks. They're fine to draw though, because the card I'm playing later, it makes it like okay. 3 Abakiri, 1 Murukuma, 1 Futsu, Saji, Kusanagi, Aramasa. 3 Prayers. As long as this card's at 3, we're playing 3. Broken card. 2 Ritual, 1 Mirror, 1 Pre-Prep. I'm only playing 1 this time. As I was testing some lists for this event, I was testing. I cut the pre-prep entirely, so that way I could side out 1 Mirror, 1 Ritual, 1 Futsu when I was going second. But I like having the pre-prep once, like in games 2 and 3 post side, I can thrust for pre-prep to get into my Mitsurugi engine, because that's the only normal spell that can get into my Mitsurugi engine. So I like to keep that in, and then if I'm going second, I just side out these 4. And then also a cool thing you can do, right, is like if you already have Mitsurugi combo, just to bait interaction, you can just Prayers and draw phase. And then like if you can like tribute something. So that way like they either, like you still get to the combo anyway, and it's like you're baiting interaction, but then it doesn't even matter because you already have the combo anyway. It's kind of nice if you don't really care about like smoke screening too much. For non-engine, 3 Fua, 3 Droll, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and then the Holy Trinity of Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Called by Crossout Talent. All these cards are busted. And they just make it to where you can play the game, or your opponents can't play the game, but it's just all advantage. So that was 42. For the extra, it's a bit different than last time. So we have the 1 Galatea ally, 2 Galatea, Longirsu this time, and Elengirsu. So I think technically Longirsu is just kind of like a safety net. Like if you're playing completely optimally, you almost never need him. But, you know, since I'm still kind of new to the deck, I'm still trying to make sure everything goes correctly. Sometimes Longirsu can just smooth out your plays and make sure you get to the Elengirsu. Then IPSP, this is just standard. Dark Barricade Borg, shout out to Eric. This card is insane because if you draw too many bricks, you can just use this to discard for free on summon, and they can't even like negate it because it's cost. And you don't really lose any link material because you basically make Galatea first, right? And then you stack Dingirsu on top of Galatea, attach whatever. Then you just use those 2 to make Barricade if you need another guy, right? Because you're always losing 1 link material anyway. So then if you use like her and a body to make Barricade, you're losing 1. But if you go Dingirsu first, then you're not losing any more than you would have lost already. So that's the way you can get into him, not waste any link material, and then still get more bricks out of your hand. Then also Dynamondo and Whirl Sword. Still got to play this out the Lunalight Towers. It never came up for me in that tournament, but you still definitely need to play it. King of the Feral Imps, Zombie Vampire, your bridges, and then also Dingirsu. Instead of making Zombie Vampire, if you like already have a normal summon in your hand, or like you just need to get into your Orcust engine, or you have some other way to get into it, you don't even need to make Zombie Vampire. I just like to make Zombie Vampire if I'm going first during game 1 just to get deck knowledge. But then realistically, you just want to make Ding and then link off the Ding into the link 1. And then side deck, we have 3 Lancea, you have to still, 2 Nib, 2 Phantasme, 2 Bestials, 1 Duster, 2 Droplet in the side, 2 Thrust, and then the Trap. So with this, I wanted to try Phantasme because basically every deck is playing Links except Raziel. And then I opted to go less for turn skips and more for just support going second. So I don't die, because this deck is really strong going first, because post side, you have, if you're going first, you have 2 Omni Negate counter traps, you have a steal, you have infinite like recursion with your Futsu bringing things back. It's like you don't need that much help. You don't need to cheese wins basically, because your engine's really strong. You end with 2 Omni Negates. Like you're good, right? So I just opted to play for more things that can stop my opponent. So Bystials are really good against, like, you know, Mitsurugi, Blue Eyes, all things like that. I side decked the 2 Droplet just because I couldn't find a way to put the 3rd one, but Droplet is really crazy going 2nd. The Nib is crazy going 1st and 2nd because worst case you tribute your Mitsurugis, like it's fine. And also Elangirsu can then banish himself with the graveyard to send a card. If he's linked off, you just or if he's tributed, then you just have to, you know, do the IP into SP if you have enough bodies. If you have set that up, you just need to do that first. But then Nibiru can also just tribute all your things and have them come back. That's really nice. There's a whole bunch of thrust targets in this deck. Talents, Duster, Foolish Burial for your Orcust engine, Pre-Prep for your Mitsurugi engine. That's why I want to have at least one. And that's what I did for that. So, for matchups, my round 1 was against White Forest. He was just playing kind of slow, so when we got to time, he went for he went first game 3, and when we went to time, he was still just in his first turn. So we just drew from there. Round 2 was against Blue Eyes. It was just a really familiar matchup for me, so I knew where to hit him. Even though I didn't open playable going 2nd, game 2, I had enough hand traps to where it didn't matter. And I stopped him, and then I drew, and then I was able to make my board from there. Round 3 was against Azamina Regenesis. That deck is awesome. I love Regenesis. I'm interested in building it with the new Dogmatica stuff with like the turn 0 punishment. I think that'll be really cool. I picked up some Ecclesias for that. It was a cool deck. He just didn't. He made me go first because he said he wanted to see what I was on, and well, I just built my whole board. So the game 1 was like, it was just a steal, and then he just didn't have enough interaction to stop me from doing all my things because I built my full board, and this board is so hard to out. And then round 4, I lost to Vanquish Soul because I forgot to set the trap off of Galatea game 3, and so then it's just kind of over at that point. He made me go first, so I had all my going 2nd stuff in, and then on top of that, I also forgot to unside for my previous round. The game 1, I still had thrusts in. I had half my Mitsurugi engine sided out. So it was just rough, but it still ended up being pretty close. But I forgot to set the trap, and so I ended up getting 5th. If I had won against Vanquish Soul, I would have gotten 2nd. But, you know, it's okay. I feel like I made a lot of progress learning the deck, and it's super fun to play. So I'm definitely interested in testing more with different ratios and stuff. I keep telling myself I don't need the crown. Every time I take it out of my deck list, it's like I immediately feel like I need it, but I'm still hesitant to put in another brick that also, like, technically, like, it layers your interruptions more because on your opponent's turn, you can Nightmare send Wand, or like you summon back Galatea, then you Galatea, pitch a card to search crown, and then you Nightmare pitch the Wand from deck. Bin the wand from deck, and then you go wand effect summon crown, but it's like your zones are kind of already clogged with the Futsu summoning back your stuff and everything, so I don't really want it in that sense that it's like an extra interruption. I like it because sometimes you just need that one extra body, or it's like you can still get it on your opponent's turn with the wand to crown combo if you get interrupted, but it's like I just don't think it justifies playing another brick, so I'm still not playing it for now. I would like to test the Gorgon of Zillothonia because I did pick that up today. I'll probably, once I get more comfortable with the deck, take out the Longirsu for maybe a Gorgon to see if I can try to make that work. But I think that's the video. That was my deck that I played. I'm really excited to play this. Going forward, just testing the ratios. It feels so smooth transitioning engines. Love this deck. And yeah.